What it do, people? It's your boy, Derek. I am back on the mic again here on the Dougherty Show. Got a new logo since the last time I talked to everybody. I think maybe in the last one I had a new logo. I wasn't 100% sure, but I love it. Excuse me. Apologies. We have a loaded show today, but before we go to talk about our show, guys, please go ahead and subscribe below. We do need 89. Yeah, we're getting in the 80s now. 89 more subscribers to hit 200. So go ahead, show your boy some love. Show me, Danny, some love. Also, go ahead, be sure to hit that like button. Danny's going to be back on the show today after a 2-week hiatus. He got to see the Blackhawks play and then something else. I forgot what he did. But yeah. Let's see. Got this and alrighty. Without further ado, we're gonna bring in the one, the only, Brother Dan. How you doing, man?
Doing very well, my friend. How are you?
I'm doing pretty swell, man. I made some decent money today, man, and everyone was pretty nice, and it's been a good day, man.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear it. Money's all good. It's always good to hustle and make that cash flow.
Absolutely. So, I mean, there's been a lot of things I've talked about since the last time me and you spoke, but one thing I kind of wanted to bring to attention before we talk about Mac Jones and before we talk about Bailey Zapp, I do want to bring some attention to something I saw. A Bills fan found that Mac Jones, the interception that he threw, it might have hit the SkyCam wire. So I'm going to show you real quick. And you can see, I gotta see, it's gonna be Doug Kayed, I think his name is, his Twitter. Boom, 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 ba-doom. All right, sharing. So at DOUGKYED on Twitter, a Bills fan here found that Mac Jones' interception might have hit the SkyCam wire, and I slowed the video down as much as possible. Also not sure how much of it actually affected things if it did hit the wire, but it's very interesting. What do you think, Danny?
You know what? They gotta fix those things because that could change the game if their cameras are in the fucking way.
I mean, you're right. Are you upset that it happened on the Patriots side?
No. I'm just gonna start calling it Chicago Beargate. They probably fucked up the wires before the game. They lowered them. I don't know. I mean, it's clear that they hit the wire and it wasn't on him. You see the wire is clear as day.
Yeah, but does it affect the trajectory of that ball though?
Oh yeah, it hit the ball and look how it bounces right in the defender's hands.
Let's slow it down one more time. Here we go. Hold on. Right about there.
Okay. So guess it hits off.
Yeah.
And it hits it at an angle where it's going to go to the defender. Now, mind you, that was a perfect spiral until it hit that. So that spiral went in the Myra's hands for a big gain if it doesn't hit the wire.
I don't think those wires really would have affected it that much because,
it was so perfect. It was right where it needed to be, but the wire fucked it up.
Nah, I don't think so.
You're welcome.
Well, anyways, there is a quarterback controversy over there in New England.
It was.
Bailey Zapp and Mac Jones. Bailey Zapp, he started the game 2 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. And then last week, Mac Jones started the game, but then was benched in the first quarter, I believe, or second quarter. For Bailey Zapp, he came in, balled out on the very first drive, and then after that, got annihilated. And it was just all downhill from there. This week coming in, Mac Jones again was the starter, and I think they got the win. So that the fact that they got the W, it's like, did they win? Your Patriots win?
Oh yeah, they beat the Jets.
Okay, I think it was like 21-17 or something like that. Yeah. Are you rolling forward with Mac Jones or do you like Bailey Zapp?
Mac Jones.
You think he's gonna stay there for a while?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was going on for a minute. I like that Bailey was balling out. I had a feeling it was gonna be Mac Jones, but I was waiting to see. You know, Bill Belichick always surprises me. I never know when it comes to that guy.
Never know.
Go ahead.
You never know when you need to get with Bill Belichick when it comes to players starting there. being benched.
Got that right, man. That dude always throws me off half the time. All right, so let's see. Something I know you're probably really sad about, but Robert Quinn was traded to the Eagles from the Bears for a 4th-round pick in the 2023 NFL Draft. Also, Chicago moves on with a 2nd-rounder and a 5th-rounder coming back. Meanwhile, Baltimore acquires a defensive leader and star defender in Roquan Smith. So pretty much what I meant to say in all that, because that's a little bunch of gibberish. Chicago traded Roquan Smith away for a 2nd-rounder and a 5th-rounder. So what are your thoughts on the trades for Robert Quinn and Roquan Smith? Are you pissed off, or do you think this is good for the Bears?
Good for the Bears. I need to go younger. Robert Quinn, 32. He gets to go to a contender in the Eagles. I mean, he leaves a bad situation going to the good one. I know he was very sad about it, leaving Chicago. He said in his interview it felt like home. He was upset about it. But, hey, you get a chance to win a ring. So
it's true. I mean, they are undefeated right now, too.
Yeah.
The thing that throws me off, man, is he's a really good, exceptional player. I mean, he's been in the league for a while. He leads the league in tackles, I believe, like since he's entered the league, or at least maybe a couple years after. It might have been like a year or two after. But, man, this man leads the league in tackles right now as we speak. The Chicago Bears are losing a huge defender. And then the fact they're also losing –
we talk about Roquan Smith leading the tackles and everything.
Yeah, and then they're also going to lose Robert Quinn. I mean, that's 2 good defensive pieces. That's why I feel like anyone who's going against the Bears now, go ahead and stream, your stars against them, because Bears don't got no defense.
Well, Smith's 25 years old. He's young. I get it. But I'm like, you got to think about it. The last general manager and head coach drafted him. Mind you, he's a young star, but he's going to require money. Top-tier linebacker money. I mean, yeah, they're going to have some of the most cap space next year, but they have so many holes in that roster. One defensive star is not going to change the whole outcome of that team.
That's true. I mean, they have a lot of picks now. Like a lot
of picks. They got AJ Klein or Keen out of that pick. He's a serviceable linebacker. He'll be all right for that.
So you think he's like a rotational piece, or is he something that could be a solid starter?
Rotational piece. He used to start. I believe he played with the Saints a couple years ago, and then he played with the Bills for a little bit. I mean, he's serviceable.
Okay. Let's see. Lamar, he's holding up the sign. It says pay him, son. I'm going to show you right quick. Here we go. So right now he's got the sign up, man. It says Ravens number 8. Pay him. Number 7 now. And pretty much he's just saying, hey, man, pay me. He's literally out here balling, doing everything he can for this team and literally putting him on his back. And they still haven't paid him yet. Why do you think they haven't come up with a deal, the Baltimore Ravens, Lamar Jackson?
Well, could be a number of different things. I mean, they want to see how he performs this year. What the future holds and for the QB market. I think they don't want to pay top tier for a guy that might not play forever because he relies on his feet a lot. So maybe they want to see how he develops as a pure pocket passer. I mean, I can only guess so much. I really don't know, but I mean, he's a different kind of quarterback than everybody else.
See, this is what I hope happens. I like Lamar Jackson. I feel like he's been improving every year, especially as a passer in general. If they don't sign him to a contract by the end of this season, I hope he just walks into free agency and the Colts just happen to have him walk into their laps. I mean, can you imagine that? Lamar Jackson as an Indianapolis Colt. I feel like he would turn our team around big time. And then all we got to do is just draft some good offensive linemen in this year's draft. Shoot, we'll have Lamar Jackson, a stud offensive line, loads of weapons that we have. Paris Campbell, Alec Pierce, Michael Pittman Jr. We got Jelani Woods as a big tight end. Maybe draft a couple other studs. Maybe people want to come and play with Lamar Jackson at Indianapolis. You never know. I'm just saying that this is my dream. This is what I would hope because I feel like the Colts kind of like garbage now.
Hey, Killand.
I'm gonna show this. Tucker was trolling Russell Wilson, bro. Did you see this video yet?
Oh, I haven't.
Let's see. I think it's this one. All right.
And you guys know this guy. Let's talk this a little bit, Jay Tucker.
I mean, what do you want to know? What are we doing on the plane ride back home? I heard Lamar's leaving us in high knees. Ravens flock, let's fly.
Unlimited.
So basically, Russell Wilson, for those of you that don't know, he was reportedly he was reportedly doing high knees on a plane that all his teammates are around to prepare himself for, I think, Sunday's game. Fucking Danny.
Sorry, I had to see it. My glasses as witness what I just saw.
No, you're all good, bro.
Yeah.
But dude, he was doing fucking high knees on the goddamn plane with all his teammates around and whatnot because he's trying to get his hamstrings on one up so he could play on Sunday. So everyone's trolling him for that, and like, what are your thoughts on Russell Wilson doing all that stuff and like Tucker trolling him? And are you gonna do high? Would you ever do high knees? Like, are you ever working out on a plane when other people are around in general?
No. And let's be honest. Let Russ cook. That's what he does best.
Bro, I don't want any of his cooking. It's been absolutely garbage. It's like, like when your wife cooks and it's absolutely garbage, but usually it's pretty good. But this, like, she's so proud to be like, it's like, this is awesome. And then you go and try, you're like,
this really hurts his Hall of Fame.
It's been atrocious. It's like when you try something for the very first time and you didn't like it that first time, and then you go and try it again and you still didn't like it the second time. That's Russell Wilson. That's me. I picked him up years ago. Garbage when he was on my team. He was like good for the first 6 weeks of the season for fantasy football. And then after that, trash. This year, I was like, I'm pretty sold on him in one league. Picked him up, I drafted him, and I am 2-6 in that league now. And ever since I have not started Russell Wilson, I'm 1-0. So, just saying. Also, your Bucs, man, they have lost their third straight game, and this is Tom Brady's first time being below 500 for the first time in his 23 NFL career.
That's not a good team this year. That's all it is.
Well, I thought he was the GOAT. I thought he just turns teams around. I thought he makes his receivers. I thought he was the GOAT.
I mean, he is the GOAT.
Really? It's not looking like it right now. I mean, he has literally two of the best wide receivers in the game, and Chris Godwin and Mike Evans on his team. He's got really good running backs and Leonard Fournette behind him. He's got that Rachaad White guy doing pretty good over there. I don't know about that offensive line though. It's kind of bad.
I mean, it's not a good year. I mean,
what about the defense? I thought the defense was supposed to be good.
It was for the first couple games, and it just fell off. I mean,
I think they might do good this Sunday though.
He's not going to be a Tampa Bay Buc next year. He's going to be a 49er or a Dolphin.
Who? Tom Brady? You think he's coming back again next year?
Yeah. Now that Giselle is out of the picture, that whore. Just kidding.
Dude, she's got about another $150 million more than this man. Probably $200 million more.
Listen.
No ho. He works for her money.
Yeah, works it. Ooh. No, I mean, I think he's good. I think it's just the divorce is really messing with him. And I think it's destroying his mental game, and he can't prepare like he wants to. That's why the team's struggling on the offensive side. Defense, the special teams isn't that good this year. It's going to be a long year. I think.
Is Giselle his, is she the one that keeps Tom Brady together? Because, I don't know. It just seems like Tom Brady without Giselle, he looks garbage. Tom Brady with Giselle, that dude has won 7 Super Bowls, just saying.
Yeah, she wasn't around for the first couple of Super Bowl wins.
Is she a good luck charm?
She wasn't around for the first couple of Super Bowl wins.
She wasn't around. I'm a little check.
They've been married they divorced after 13 years.
I'm fact checking this, bro.
They started dating in 2006, I believe. And they got married in
When did Tom Brady get married?
2009, I believe.
Let's see. How the fuck do you know this shit? 2009. You're right.
I don't fucking search stuff on Tom Brady.
Who was his girlfriend before then?
It was Bridget Monahan.
Bridget?
Did I say it right? She's an actress.
They have a son?
Yep.
All right. She calls it quit in late 2006. You remember 2006? Remember 2007 he came in, and that's when they went on their undefeated run.
What about it?
What if he does it again next year? What if he's like, all right, I'm no longer with Giselle, man. It's my time to shine. And what if he like comes and who's the worst team in the NFL?
Do you think he's going to play long? He said he doesn't want to retire now. That she's out of the picture.
Who said that?
Tom Brady.
Where's your sources?
He said himself in one of his interviews he has no plans to retire in the intimate future.
What interview? What? Where?
Tampa Bay Bucs. Read it.
Where?
It's in the Tampa Bay. People asked him about retirement after this year. He says, I have no plan to retire anytime soon.
Okay, hold on. Google Tom Brady.
Giselle and Tom were. I'm kind of glad they're divorced. They need he likes playing football, and she feels like that's all he cares about.
Damn, as of October 25th, I said last week, there's no immediate retirement in my future. There was a retirement in the past, but I moved on from that. Brady said on his Let's Go podcast via Pro Football Talk, I made a commitment to this team. I love this team. I love this organization. Now, two things can be said from this. He said immediate retirement in his future. So that means like, I don't think he plans on retiring right now in the middle of the season, I think is what he's saying, because he's going through a divorce. I think he's just saying that he's going to stick with the team throughout the rest of this season because he's a free agent after the season. So he's probably going to go somewhere where he wants to win. You know what I mean? Like,
Could you imagine him, Christian McCaffrey, Debo?
He's not going to come back next year. I think this is his last year. I think he's retiring, bro.
No,
he's got a fat ass job lined up for him already.
No, it starts once he retires.
No, I think he's just going to fulfill his contract. I don't think he's signing any more contracts, buddy. He's 46 years old almost. He'll be on the verge of being 47 the following year.
He's 45 this year. He'll be 46.
Correct. He'll be 46 later on this year, I believe.
He just turned 45 before the season started.
Of course you would know that.
Trust me. He's going to play. He's going to break the quarterback record. The quarterback record is 48. He'll play to 49.
No, he's not. I'm telling you, he's retiring. Mark my words. I'm telling you right now, he's going to retire.
Yeah, I forbid it.
Danny, the world doesn't revolve around you. The sports world does not revolve around Danny.
It should.
He's like, nah. He's like, I know. Only Tom Brady does.
I'm something like that obsessed fan. I'm like, oh, like forever, please. No, I know it sucks. I mean, no, you don't want to wish anybody bad, millionaire or not. I mean, divorce is never a good thing, and it sucks for his family, sucks for his kids. They're probably like, they probably have some like resentment if something's wrong with them or they caused it. Well, you know how kids think. You know, I mean, I'm only speculating, but I'm like, it's just an unfortunate thing to go through as a wife and husband, and you know, you have other kids and all that. It sucks. I mean, but if they're not happy, they got to find happiness with someone else.
True. Like, I feel like his entire life is being put under a microscope, and it's kind of annoying. I don't feel like it should be that way.
Well, that's why they get divorced in New York, because in Florida, the divorce would be made public. In New York, it's made private.
Makes sense. Man, I thought I had all the injuries on here, but I do not. I think I sent those to Chris. So I'm going to go over the injury report real quick. I'm not going to pop it up on the screen. I know I just popped up one. That was Jamar Chase. I'll talk about that in a second. But the injury report, it's going to be Jamar Chase is dealing with a hip injury that is expected to sideline him for about 4 to 6 weeks. He's not going on IR. Shaq Barrett from the Bucs, he suffered a torn Achilles last night, or not last night, but a couple days ago. He's going to be out 7 to 9 months. Sean McVay said that there's a soft tissue swelling in Cooper Kupp's ankle. He's avoided any structural damage, and he's considered day to day. Okay. That's pretty much what I have all for that. Oh, there's also one other guy. It is where'd it go? I feel like I'm missing stuff in here. There is one other guy. I sent it to you. Bengals cornerback Chidobe Awuzie is feared to have a season-ending knee injury in his game. They believe it's a torn ACL.
Sucks.
Yeah, I know. I feel like every time I feel like I see someone grab their knee or their ankle, dude, I'm like, fuck. Please.
Now I understand when a player has a hamstring injury, don't draft that guy in fantasy football or have him on your roster because it's guaranteed probably 8 to 9 weeks.
We shall see. So I want to tell you something, bro. I watched this OSU football game this past Saturday. It was OSU versus Penn State. This guy, okay, I've heard of him because he's on our team, obviously, and whatnot, but he wasn't on the page yet. Let me put it this way. But after this past game on Saturday, this dude is now on the map, and everyone needs to recognize and take notice because it is now the JT train that's going through. JT Tuimalau. JT Tuimalau, I think is how you say it. Or Tuimalau, I don't know. This man had such an explosive game. I'm going to show you literally a ref's cam of him intercepting a ball from the guy. Like you're gonna watch this and be like, what? Here he goes. All right.
And he's able to get it. Here's a great look from the ump cam. Harrison tips it to himself. And he's able to get it. Here's a great look from the ump cam. Harrison tips it to himself. He's able to get it.
Just tips it to himself, man. Like he had like so many stats in that game. If I don't say, I could probably look it up. JT Tuimalau. There he goes. He stands out as one-man wrecking crew in his week 9 action. Blah, 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 blah. No, that's not the one. So in this last game, I'm looking up his stats right now. I'm looking up the game log. Against PSU, he had 6 total tackles, 3 solo, 3 assists, 2 sacks, 1 forced fumble, 2 fumble recoveries, 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown, 1 pick six, and 1 pass defense. He stuffed the entire stat sheet, dude. I was just like, holy crap, man. Like, who is this man, dude? Like, if that guy continues to play like that for OSU the entire season, he's gonna be a dog. Like OSU, you can't mess with it, bro. Like, this dude's just incredible, and I feel like him coming to the NFL, like if he plays like that, man, he's definitely gonna be in the top 10. Another guy I want to bring to your attention, I think I've already talked to you about him, man, is Marvin Harrison Jr. He's already on the Heisman watch. Like, they're talking about him winning the Heisman as a wide receiver. I'm going to show you some of his highlights that he had from this past weekend, and it's going to mind-boggle you.
Father like son?
Literally like father like son. This is on Bleacher Report.
He's on Ohio State, too.
Trip to the top of your screen. Here's C.J. Stroud. Delivers down the field. Caught and a first down. Marvin Harrison Jr. on Taylor King. 2 turnovers already for Penn State. C.J. Stroud.
And another one.
And it's caught. Marvin Harrison Jr.
He just kept catching it and catching it and catching it, bro. You mean like contested catches?
Stroud delivers over the middle again to a Galloping. Marvin Harrison Jr.
And the crazy thing is he didn't score a touchdown this
Henderson in the
game. And like I think the
backfield.
last 3 games or 4 games, he scored like 3 touchdowns in each game.
First down. Nicely executed play. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the reception. Now the clock starts. Stroud steps into his throw on the
Look at that. Just
sideline.
adjust
Shoulder.
quickly.
Another
Insane.
completion to Harrison. Stroud looking. Stroud over the middle. Oh, caught and a first down. Marvin Harrison Jr. Stroud over the middle. Caught. Marvin Harrison
Again,
Jr.
just
Again,
catching
big
it all
gain.
game, man.
Tackled by Keaton Ellis. Henderson. Make that Stroud over the middle and a nice throw. Marvin Harrison Jr. Stroud to throw it on first down. Winds up underneath.
Another
Marvin
one,
Harrison Jr. Soft hands. Stroud. Quick strike underneath. Caught first down Buckeyes. Marvin Harrison
Jr. Dude's an animal, man.
How many yards
I'm
did
just loving it. I'm glad he's on our team for OSU, and I get to physically watch him on our team excel. Like, I honestly wish the Colts would get him, but I highly doubt it. Like, after the year that he's had, he wasn't even supposed to start on our team. I think he was supposed to be our 3rd receiver, but we had a bunch of injuries, and he just kept fucking balling out. He scored like 3 touchdowns twice this year, I believe, in one game. Huh?
What year is Marvin Harrison Jr.?
This is his sophomore year.
Oh, Jesus. It's only going to get better.
Literally, bro. Like last year, he was like we had too many wide receivers on our team last year, though. We had like Chris Olave, we had a bunch of other guys, but like, dude, this guy, like, I think he might be better than his dad. Like, this man is already pro ready. He should just like after this year, if he just continues to ball out, just go to the draft. Go to the draft now and just do it now. Like, fuck. I mean, unless you want to come back and win one with OSU, I won't dog you for that because I would love it. But like, this dude's ready, man.
Can you imagine him, Tom Brady, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin on the same team?
I'd be so angry, but I would be rooting for Marvin Harrison. I'd make him my first pick in every draft. Like, I didn't even care, bro. Like, just cause. Don't you roll? No, that's all that. Bill Belichick. He won his 325th game on Sunday. He passed George Halas for the 2nd most all-time for NFL head coaches.
That's a pretty amazing feat. I just got to catch up to Don Shula.
Can you think about it? Cleveland Browns have been one of the shittiest organizations for the last 2 decades. And they could have had this man. Can you imagine how many wins they would have right now? Like 325? Instead of 325 L's?
I don't think he would have the same success as he did with the Patriots.
Maybe.
And he got fired by the Browns.
Yeah, probably not, because the Browns just like they try you out for 2 or 3 years and then get rid of you, hire another head coach, and start the whole process all over again. Just maybe Deshaun Watson turns that around though.
Probably not.
He comes back week 13, unless this other
Excited.
what?
I'm sure everyone's excited for him.
You know what's funny? He has another charge pending against him from another chick, which will probably lead into next year. So he'll play week 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 of this season. If they make playoffs, they play that. Then he's going to come into the next season again. Boom, probably get suspended again, bro. And be out again another half the year or some shit, bro. I'd be pissed as hell, man.
Yeah, all those massage parlors, him and Kraft.
I'm like, dude, you guys need to get it together. Get yourself a girl, bro. Shit.
He loves his massages.
Doesn't matter. Get you a girl who'll get you massages. Just pay her the money. Shit. But hey, babe, tell you what, you give me a massage. Usually I give this girl $300, and I'll give you $300. You just massage me for an hour, and you go buy yourself something nice. Just saying. I bet she'd be putting things to work. Just saying. She might go get herself a degree in massage therapy. 156 yards, 3 touchdowns later. A.J. Brown has a drug test. You're like, what? Is this random? Nope. He literally put it on his Twitter. He said, hey, man. Where's it at? Well, he put on his Twitter. He said, I would have a drug test this morning, huh? Roger, This is not random. Which brings me to my question, Danny. Are the NFL randomly drug testing people, or do you think they're targeting people?
I think like when I look at a player like him for his caliber, and they have a game like that, and he just totally just bullied everybody. That's not random. You're doing that on purpose.
I agree. It's just, and it's not the first time. Usually, you see punters happen a lot. The only reason I see it happen with punters is because Pat McAfee will talk about it on a show. Like, yeah, this guy, like, what was it, like Pecker or whatever it is, like Justin Tucker, like those guys. Whenever they do something beast, like I think Justin Tucker hit a 66-yard field goal one time, and literally right afterwards, like the next day, he got drug tested. J.J. Watt. DeAndre Hopkins, and DeAndre Hopkins also says that he didn't fail his shit. He's still looking at that shit. What if he comes out and brings some dirt on the NFL and shows, hey man, they said that I was doing this and tried to suspend me? Because then you can start saying some shit's rigged because they can just fucking suspend whoever the fuck they want. You know what I mean?
Look at DeAndre Hopkins. He's playing like he never took a drug in his life.
Literally, ever since he came back, he's been first in everything: yards, receptions, touchdowns. I'm glad we picked him up off the waiver wire, bro.
Last week, I guess.
We picked him up, like 3 weeks ago? Or 3 weeks before he came back?
He got 20 good pickup. I'm glad you mentioned it. 20 points the first week back and then 33 the next.
I'm glad, man, because we needed it. We needed it, especially with like some of our injuries and bye weeks and stuff like that, man.
Especially Michael Thomas being out. He just filled in for Michael Thomas's void.
Yeah, I don't know what's on Michael Thomas anymore. That man never plays anymore. Like, I feel like I hate it because, these guys are from OSU, Michael Thomas and Paris Campbell. Paris Campbell's been injured for the last 3 years and can't get on the field. But this year he's been doing good, knock on wood. But he's from OSU. And it's like, it kind of gives us a bad rep. Like, we have really good wide receivers, but when they come in the NFL, they get hurt a lot. It's like, that's like the thing, and I don't want that to be the thing. Like, I wish the guys would get healthy and just keep balling out, and then just we're wide receiver or you know what I mean? Like, we just every time you come to OSU, you're gonna be a star. That's in my opinion. But now they have Chris Olave in the NFL balling out, Terry McLaurin's balling out. I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it.
What happens?
Let's see. Oh, also, there was a call that happened. I'm going to show you a funny moment, and then I'm going to show you something. So there's like some referee moments where people can laugh, and then there's those moments where people get really fucking pissed off. I will show you the one where it makes people laugh, including the ref himself.
Delay game. Defense number 55. Making a move that's not necessary in like football. So here's what happened. It's a half the distance penalty. Delay game.
You hear that?
Defense number 55. Making a move that's not necessary in like football. Okay. So here's what happened. It's a half the distance penalty. Delay game.
He said there's a delay of game for. It's stupid, bro. Like, he knows it's stupid, but he has to call it because it's a rule, and he just thought it was funny.
Is it delaying game on the defense?
Yeah. And you never see that because that never happens, dude. Doing a unsportsmanlike something.
He was laughing when he was calling it.
Because he knows it's a fucking stupid rule.
Yeah.
He was like, sorry, man. It didn't look like it was for football, so we just had to say, hey. Then there's this. Our NBC rules analyst, Terry McAulay, says, according to the written rule, this should have not been called a penalty because Moore was not on the field when he took off his helmet. Says Tony Dungy put on his Twitter, the Carolina Panthers were penalized after scoring a touchdown in the last minute. DJ Moore took his helmet off, and a flag was thrown. Panthers missed the extra point and lost an OT. But Moore, if you look closely, he was off the field when he removed his helmet. Was this call correct? Well, the analysts say no. They say it was not correct. So, Panthers, you would have won that game. It's really not the kicker's fault. I mean, it is, but
he still would have missed it regardless. They give him the touchdown, right?
Yeah, they gave him the touchdown, but DJ Moore is the one who backed him up. So, I mean, he's getting blamed for it, and then the kicker's getting blamed for missing it. I don't think either one of them should be blamed because they shouldn't have called a penalty. Like I said, these motherfucking refs be fixing games, bro. Fixing them. I'm sick of this shit. Let's see. We already talked about injuries. I do want to go a little diversion from NFL. We're going to talk about the Major League Baseball for a second. Albert Pujols signed his retirement papers, and he's officially going to be a retired Major League Baseball player. He won't return in 2023. Dude had such an exceptional career. I'm giving him a shout out. I had Alan literally just talking about him all day. He was just like, let's see.
First ballot Hall of Famer for sure.
He's like, man, I got to see him in St. Louis. It was electric. It's a different vibe when it's his last season and he has an OPS over 1,000. He's like, we're probably never in our life going to see a player retire together. Also, he retired with Yadi Molina. Two players retired who have had a track record that they had together with Wainwright. It says, for example, Pujols retiring this year had more people watching him than the Cardinals than the Yankees games. It says per view record watching the games or something like that, or per view recorded watching the games, the Cardinals were a way higher game. Like pretty much everyone watched the Cardinals more than they watched the Yankees, I think is what he
They want Pujols.
He's awesome, man. I mean, it's your last season. He's balling out. He just kept hitting home runs and hitting them.
He got 700 club before he retired.
Dude, yeah, which is fucking dope as shit, dude. Like, that's not easy to get, man. That's tough. It's really tough. But he was really cranking them out this year. Like, he really had a baller out year, man. He really did.
Played well for his age.
Honestly, he was on the waiver wire late in the season. I was like, he ain't coming back. But he just kept fucking hitting them, dude. I was like, damn, I kind of regret not picking him up. Adam Zimmer. He passed away. I'm going to take this moment right now, Danny. Let's have a moment of silence for Adam Zimmer. Okay. Yeah, he was 38. I don't know how he passed away or anything like that. I don't ever ask questions or anything like that or try to dig in that. Don't usually care.
Was part of the
he passed away. He was a former Vikings head coach. RIP, man.
Who entered the gates of Valhalla.
Now some other sad news. Colts have fired offensive coordinator Marcus Brady. Frank Wright's going to assume the role of offensive coordinator for the rest of the season.
Oh, Jesus. It's starting to get worse.
I know. So we're going to be absolutely atrocious even more. In addition to that, the Colts traded away Nyheim Hines to the Buffalo Bills for Zach Moss on a 6th-rounder. Just want to let you guys know I'm going to grade this fucking piece of shit right here. I'm going to say that the Colts get a goddamn D- and the Buffalo Bills get a B+. Why? Because we traded a really good electric player who is a pass-catching back, who is an exceptional athlete, who's really smart. He's a team player, and he gets along with a lot of people, and he meshes well. And he was such a good asset for our team. And you trade him away to a team who's obviously going to win, so he's going to a good environment. But you got Zach Moss back in return. He's nowhere even near what Nyheim Hines was. If anything, he's absolutely atrocious. His yards per carry is terrible. He can't really catch it out of the backfield like Nyheim Hines can. He's not elusive. I'm telling you guys this right now. Zach Moss will not be on the team in 2 years, like at all. You guys, why the fuck did we trade for him? And then we had a 6th-rounder. Are we going to flip that 6th-rounder? I'm curious of what we're going to do with this fucking 6th-rounder. That's what I'm curious. Who is this 6th-rounder going to be? Because if this 6th-rounder is not going to be better than Nyheim Hines, I'm fucking pissed. D-.
Be the next Tom Brady.
Him win a 7 Super Bowls? I fucking doubt it. Another let's see. Trade that happened was the Falcons. They traded wide receiver Calvin Ridley, who's suspended this season, to the Jaguars in exchange for a complex draft compensation that can be worth a maximum of a 2023 fifth rounder and a 2024 second rounder, depending on when he plays, when he's actually active on the roster. And yeah, there's more details into it, but that's the gist of it. The 49ers are trading running back Jeff Wilson to Miami per source. I forgot the deets on that. Denver is dealing linebacker Bradley Chubb to the Dolphins for a package that includes a 2023 first-round pick that Miami acquired from San Francisco. Also, the Steelers aren't done. They traded for Commanders cornerback Will Jackson III after also trading to the Bears Chase Claypool for a 2023 second-round pick. There's an injury you forgot to talk about earlier. Vikings tight end Irv Smith is expected to miss at least 8 to 10 weeks with a high ankle sprain. In addition to that, doing that, Minnesota sends a 2023 second-round pick and 2024 third-round pick to Detroit for TJ Hawkinson, a 2023 fourth-round pick, and a 2024 conditional fourth-round pick.
Trying to make that offense better.
It's a lot of trades. Matter of fact, we made history today, Danny. There was a record 10 trades made today. It was the most ever on a NFL trade deadline.
You know what we didn't get? We didn't get Brandon Cooks to be traded.
I know, dude. I'm so fucking pissed because I have him in a couple leagues and they kept talking about it. He didn't practice today either. Cowboys were interested in him. I thought he was going to go to the Cowboys. I was like, fuck yes, let's go. And he just didn't go. He didn't go anywhere. And now he's on that crap organization. He's already talking about airing out some dirty laundry here soon. So I'm waiting to see how that unfolds.
Who, him?
Yeah, Brendan Cook said he's not happy over there. He is really, really unhappy and frustrated. Besides the Nyheim Hines trades, I think the Jeff Wilson trade, like I still don't think he has any fantasy relevance yet. We'll see how that plays out. Calvin Ridley's not playing until next year, but honestly, that's good for the Jaguars. They finally have a good stud wide receiver who's going to be on their team when he comes back and plays.
Like you, that's okay. Low risk, high reward. And
they also have Christian Kirk, so I mean, he's going to stretch the field, and then you have a third guy that you just need to sign. I mean, that's nice. The Jaguars are looking pretty good, next year. Depends on what they do. I feel like they're going to be a middle of the pack this year. The other trade, what was it? Bradley Chubb to the Dolphins, dude. Like the Dolphins are loading up, man. Like they have just been loading and loading up. Bears, they got Chase Claypool. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, it's better than any receiver they have on their roster.
I mean, I like Darnell Mooney, but I feel like this is going to help Darnell Mooney. He won't have like I feel like he can get open a little bit more, man. Like he's going to get a little bit more help.
I think it's an upgrade to their.
You said what?
It's an upgrade to the wide receiver room, and Fields has been showing growth, so it gives him more opportunity to throw a little bit more.
Yeah, he definitely needs another weapon, so this is definitely going to help him out for sure. Absolutely. And honestly, I'm probably going to go pick up Chase Claypool in a few leagues, bro. Honestly, I want to see how he does. If he's available, honestly. Also, I want to show you a tweet. This is Zach Kiefer. He reports on the Indianapolis Colts all the time. You can go to @ZKiefer on his Twitter. But it says, we underestimated this at the time, but the Colts lost a heck of an offensive mind when Nick Sirianni left to take the Eagles' job in 2021. As of right now, the Eagles are undefeated. And then Reich calls the plays. Sirianni had a huge role in the game planning / scheming and play scripts. And the Colts' offense hasn't been the same ever since that man has left.
Look at the Eagles. They look good on offense.
I know, like they just because they have so many different plays they run. They just do so many different things. They just look great, honestly. I kind of miss him being on our team. I was mad when he got sent away. I didn't know who was going to replace him. I always get mad when we bring people to our team and those are the guys that you originally wanted, and then that person leaves and goes to a different team, and then you have to hire a new guy to try and fill that void. It's like, dude, man, why can't you pay these guys to keep them together? I never understood that. He wants to go be a head coach, pay him to be a fucking head coach. Give him a head coach money to keep him on our fucking team. He's obviously doing really good, It's just like they think that, he's not the Savion over here. Let's just let him go, and then we'll keep this fucking guy. This is the second time that's happened. Chuck Pagano, and we had that interim head coach and fucking Bruce Arians, and he came in and we started fucking killing it, and they let Bruce Arians go. Same thing now. We have Frank Wright, when we had old boy Nick Sirianni, and then we let Nick Sirianni go. Now Nick Sirianni's killing it, and Frank Reich is doing table, and he's on the fucking hot seat right now.
Imagine if Bruce Arians was the head coach of the Colts and he would have brought Tom Brady to the organization and he would have won a Super Bowl.
Cheers to that.
I know you and Nick would probably hated it.
Nah, not if he was on my team. Got to root for my team, bro, no matter what.
That'd be weird for me. I'd be rooting for the Colts, so I'd have to go Brady. That would totally mind fuck me, but I'd have to.
Yeah. These trades all messed me up, man. I don't even know what I'm going to do now. I go back to the drawing board on some of these.
We should try to get clean.
Dude, I feel bad for my friend Melanie, man. She has no wins. 8 losses, bro. She just keeps losing. It's like she's just getting real bad luck. Just the worst luck ever. Like, Kyle Pitts has absolutely been garbage all season. It's like, all right, hey, start Taysom Hill. She did. He did okay. And then Kyle Pitts went off on her bench.
Can't catch a break.
And if she had started him, she probably would have won. Well, there's just so much, man. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel bad. I just like, dude, I'm just trying to get you to get a fucking win now. Like, if you get one win, I'm gonna feel like, okay, you finally got a win, you know. But she doesn't even know what winning feels like. Like
8 weeks of the season. I just want to know.
Fucking loser all season, dude. God damn, it kind of sucks so bad.
I feel in the Hidden Talent League. I'm like on a 4 or 5 game lose streak. I just can't get a win.
It just drives you bonkers, dude. I'm in a bit of a rough patch in Nick's league. I started off 5-0, lost a game, won a game, lost a game. So I'm 6-2 now. I'm in 3rd place after being in 1st place all season. The thing is, I've been going through some bye weeks where a lot of my good studs are on the bench. Like Barkley's on the bench this week, I think. Eckler's back for me though. Samuel was injured last week, but he's also on a bye this week. Kind of fucks me over again. That's 2 weeks in a row. Just there's a lot of those like studs that I have on my team that I haven't had lately. Then we had Patrick Mahomes on the bench this week, dude. Like that sucked, man.
You know, the Hidden Talent League, I was 2-1, and that's when all the losing happened after the 2-1 record. And now I'm just like
2-5.
I'm in 11th place.
Well, you know what's crazy?
I can't.
Brandon's he didn't pay me for that last spot in the league, so I took his team away. I locked that shit, and it's mine now. So I control it. And I'm just leaving all the players on the team. I don't give a fuck who's on his team. I just start the best available players and put them in. And he won this week, bro. Hasn't won since he stopped giving a fuck about his team. And then like I start his players 1 week, gets a W.
Dude, you know what? That makes me mad. Like with that, like trying, and then Jason trying to make all those fucking trades, and here I am just clawing for a fucking W, and
how mad are you gonna feel like if his team comes all the way back and makes playoffs and he's not even in it?
I'm gonna be so fucking angry.
I think I'd be angry too, because what if he like makes playoffs and then he wins the whole thing, but he was never in it?
How does that work out?
I'm keeping the fucking money. Fuck him, bro. I did all the work. You ain't getting shit, dude.
Fair enough.
I ain't getting a goddamn thing.
How about the Waddle Division League? That's probably better than our championship squad that won it all last year in that league.
I know. We're on a run right now. We've only lost 1 game, right?
Yeah, we're 7-1.
On fire right now. I think that's the best league I'm in right now. I'm 7-1 in your league. The other league, we're what? 5-3. My league, I think I am 5-3 in my league. Nick's league, I'm 6-2. I'm 4-4 in another league. I am 2-6 in Pete's league, and then 5-3 again in another league.
So, would we secure a first-round bye if we win the next 2 weeks?
No, not yet. Oh wait. Well, how many wins does the second person have?
I think he's got like 2 or 3 losses. 2 losses. He's 6-2. We're actually,
it would have to be deeper into it because you remember there's 17 weeks now.
we're playing the guy that's in second place this week.
No, if we beat him, then it'll help us. It'll probably be more likely because 17, 16. Week 14. It's probably gonna be like week 12 is when you're looking more at that stuff. Week 12 is usually around the clinch times when you start trying to clinch things.
Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if we do clinch it though. We're playing really good.
Don't worry about playoffs yet though. I just one week at a time is what I always say, bro. I got these motherfuckers talking shit to me right now because I was 1-6, bro. I'm like, okay, I'm coming back, dude. There was one league 1 year where I was 0-7. I came back and I made playoffs. I went on a 12-game winning streak. That was my basketball league.
Anyway,
Well, it was COVID year. So I started off 0-7, came back 12-7. And I was facing you, I believe, in that league. You were gonna be my 13th win. I was already beating you. 13th win, and it was like a Sunday. And then they just canceled fucking basketball, or it was like a Saturday or some shit like that. And they just canceled it after I was already dominating. I was going to be 13 wins, 7 losses. And then they canceled the whole season. And so I just gave it to whoever had the most wins, which was me at the time, Nolan, and my cousin Nate. All three of us had the same amount of wins. Nate was just like kind of middle of the pack throughout the season. He just managed to get himself to 13 wins. Nolan started off undefeated 8-0 and only won 5 games after that and went 13-7. And then me, like I said, I started 0-7, just won 13 straight. So I knew I was going to go all the way, bro. I was like, oh, man.
team of destiny.
I know. You never give up, man. Just like, I don't know. I got to look at Melanie this week. Actually, I should probably look now. She had a 2% chance of winning last week. I had a 12% chance of winning in Pete's league, but I think that's changed now because I moved up to like 9th, I think. All right, let's see what her percent is. Less than 1%. Like literally, she needs an absolute miracle. An absolute miracle. She went from 2% to 1%. That's just wild. I feel so bad. Imagine if she reels off a bunch of wins right now. So like we have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, like 6 games left, I believe.
Uh-huh.
What if she goes 6-8 and she makes playoffs? Damn.
Could happen.
It could happen, man. There was 1 year where Neil was against me. I think he was like 7-9 or something like that. Made playoffs, won the whole thing.
I think I only had like 5 or 6 wins 1 year when I made the playoffs. That's the last seed. The 6th seed out of 8 teams. I ended up winning the whole $500.
Damn.
I barely squeaked in.
Yeah, you're like the. I always call myself the Eli Manning. If I'm coming in as a 6th seed or 5th seed, man, and I'm like beating those mother. Yeah, I'm Eli.
That's why I like the first round.
All right, so a couple things I'm gonna go over. We're gonna go over our picks. Oh, last week, guys, I was 9-6. I think it was. I don't know where my piece of paper went. Oh, wait a minute. Did I crumble it? No, it's over there. Oh, I'm not going to go get it. Okay. Anyways, I'll show these, Danny. You're going to tell me who you are going to pick, and we'll go from there. All right, Danny. Can you see this?
Yes.
Okay. We got Thursday night football. We have the Eagles -14 versus the Texans. Who you taking?
Eagles.
Okay. I took the Eagles as well. We have the Miami Dolphins versus the Chicago Bears.
Bears.
Miami Dolphins are favored by 5. You taking the Bears? Huh?
Bears.
Bears? Okay. I am taking the Dolphins -5. All right, let's see. We have the Buffalo Bills versus the New York Jets. The Buffalo Bills are favored by 13.
Bills.
I took the Jets +13. And then you got the Vikings versus the Commanders. Vikings are favored by 3.5.
Commanders.
We got the Packers versus Lions. Packers are favored by 3.5.
Lions.
We got the Panthers versus the Bengals. Bengals are favored by 7.5.
Panthers.
Oh, by the way, I took the Bengals minus 7.5 and the Packers minus 3.5 and the Vikings minus 3.5. Let's see. We have the Chargers versus the Falcons. Chargers are favored by 3.
Falcons.
I took the Chargers minus 3. And then you have the Colts versus the Patriots. Patriots are favored by 5.5.
Patriots.
I took the Patriots as well. And then we have the Jaguars versus the Raiders. The Raiders are favored by 2.
Jaguars.
I took the Jags as well. Then we have Seahawks versus the Cardinals. The Cardinals are favored by 2.
Cardinals.
I took the Seahawks plus 2. We got the Bucs versus the Rams. Bucs are favored by 2.5.
Rams.
I took the Bucs. And then we have the Chiefs versus the Titans. Chiefs are favored by 12.5.
Titans.
I took the Chiefs. And we got the Ravens versus the Saints. Ravens are favored by 3 for Monday Night Football.
Ravens.
I took the Ravens as well. All right, so see who wins that. And then now, last, I'm going to go over the standings right now. Okay. Hold on one second, actually. I'll do that in a minute. I just realized I still have my old logo up there in the top right corner. I haven't changed up there yet. I thought I did. Anyways, Buffalo Bills are leading their division right now, 6-1. Jets are behind them, 5-3. Dolphins 5-3, and the Patriots are 4-4. Who do you think is going to win the AFC East?
Bills.
I'm going to take the Bills as well. AFC North. Who do you think's winning the AFC North? Can you see that?
Yeah, Ravens.
You think the Ravens? Yeah, I mean the Bengals don't look good. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Ravens as well. And this is our midseason picks, by the way. AFC South. Who do you think's winning that division?
Jaguars.
I'm gonna say the Titans. Yeah, you said Jags. We got the AFC West. Who are you taking?
Chiefs.
Same. And then we got the NFC East. Obviously, I'm taking the Eagles.
I'm going to take the Cowboys.
The NFC North.
Vikings.
I'm picking the Packers. NFC South.
Buccaneers.
I'm going to say the Saints.
Wow.
Flip this side over. We just had the last one.
49ers.
You're taking the 49ers. We got the NFC West. Yeah, I'm going to take the 49ers too after they just loaded up. And then Danny. It says 49ers. All right. Who do you think wins the AFC and who do you think wins the NFC?
Like to go to the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
I like the Bills.
So look at the AFC right here. You think it's going to be the Bills?
Yeah.
And then for the NFC?
49ers. How about you?
I think it's the Eagles.
Okay.
Let's see, you said Cowboys. Okay. So that'll be our picks. That's just our midseason picks, and we'll do our end of the season picks, obviously, at the end of the season, and we'll resurface these and see if we did good. And our end of the season picks are going to be for the actual playoff teams that are actually playing and who we think is going to win those ones. So that's all I have for today. Danny, do you got anything else you want to add in there, buddy?
No, sir.
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys all listening. Don't forget to subscribe below. Like I said, we only need 89 more people to subscribe, and we'll hit 200. And be sure to hit that like button, guys. We do appreciate you guys listening. Keep on trucking. And we're in for another good week of football. I can't wait.
Yes, we are.
Deuces, guys.
Deuces.